I really do hate my fucking generation to think that there are people, men and women my age, who believe in this sort of shit, and that this can happen for 5 years. 5 years at St. Mary's University. SMU boys, we like 'em young. Y is for your sister. O is for oh so tight. U is for underage. N is for no consent. G is for grab that ass. So this has been a common chant among these university students for the past 5 years, until recent video has surfaced of the physical, actual audio and video of the chant itself. And of course now the punishment for these 80+ students is that they have to go through a sensitivity training week. But this is where it really gets me really annoyed. In the article, and I'm looking at it right now, says, Perry admitted in the press conference that he participated in the chant and he called it the biggest mistake he's made ever throughout his university career and probably his life. He then goes on to say, and I quote, "These are great leaders. This was simply a moment with a lack of judgment," said Perry, who stepped down from his position of the chair of students. "A lot of them showed remorse for their actions. Many of them ended up crying, speechless. Their jaws dropped, and they were very disappointed by their actions. It's one of those things you don't realize until after the fact." One of those things you realize until after the fact. I'm sorry, but your little cry cop-out story that they're so apologetic for what they've done when it's been continuing for 5 years doesn't really convince me of anything, and I think it's complete bullshit. But you know, Perry, you'd make a great politician because typically people in your position of power within the school who then also condone, keep note of this, you've been condoning this for 5 years, and now finally, when it surfaces, you step down of your position of chair and say how sorry you are. Bullshit. Bull fucking shit. And let's ask ourselves a question. How did this chant even become into existence? Chanting about underage rape and violating people who don't give consent for you to touch them sexually? And really, Perry, your whole spiel about, you know, the students and the leaders are crying, they're speechless, and they're so apologetic for what they've done. These students and these leaders are speechless because now the world all thinks that they are douchebags. And it took you 5 years to realize that this chant is disgusting and wrong. That's a problem. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I'm not fucking done yet. This is the most enraging part. And I quote from the article. "The chant has been part of SMU's Frosh Week since at least 2009, CTV reports. The use of this chant this year comes after the Canadian teen Relala Parsons committed suicide in April following cyberbullying around an alleged sexual assault that she suffered." And that's how this chant was created? Because some girl killed herself and committed suicide, and that's how this chant started? Are you serious? Who the fuck are these people? Who the fuck are these people? Is there any hope for anybody who actually participated in this? Dude, I'm terrified to have children. If I ever live past the age of 25, I'm terrified to actually bring children into this world because I'm gonna have to try to be a father raising them up in an environment where this type of behavior is rampant and growing. Let me tell you something, Perry. Great leaders, as you said earlier in your quote, great leaders do not engage in mindless and outrageous chants promoting illegal actions, illegal crimes, violence against women, sexual assault and rape. Great leaders don't condone that. You motherfuckers, you pieces of scumbag shit fucks, do. And I keep looking at these goddamn quotes that this motherfucker says. "These are great leaders. This was simply a moment with a lack of judgment," said Perry. How can it be a moment with a lack of judgment? Explain to me how this can be a moment lack of judgment when it's been happening since 2009. Do you not understand what a moment is? If you 5 years is not a moment. These leaders and students have no remorse for their actions. They have remorse over the bad publicity that they're now getting. If this was truly a remorseful act, it wouldn't have happened for 5 years. But I guess the end of my message is this. If I had a daughter or a son who attended this university, who I paid their college for, and I saw that my child participated in this type of action, my financial funding for them would be gone zip zilch, and I wouldn't pay a dime for their education ever again. I would be ashamed to have children who would say these sorts of things. And to anyone, if there's anyone watching this video that says, this isn't a big deal, sexual assault and rape is a big deal, whether you're a woman or a man. And you people shouldn't be shunned and condemned and made fun of it when they finally open up about it.